Agility in government. Today, we'll take a deeper look at this, including an aerospace example. I'm Sheila Schultz, and I'm here with my colleague, Peter Pedross from PEDCO AG. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Sheila. My name is Peter Pedross. I'm CEO and founder of PEDCO.
Hey, Peter, I wanted to talk about government and major government system integrators relative to agile processes. The government industries cover a broad spectrum: defense, aerospace, medtech, and more. And I'm interested in your perspective. How do you see government evolving to be a faster and more efficient and more agile, especially in the age of AI?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's an interesting journey that the government is taking on. It started like 2010, 2012-ish, when we started about having agile contracts in place. There were smaller teams. And of course, the systems get larger and more complex. And there are now not only small amount of teams involved, but sometimes hundreds and even thousands of practitioners developing something very complex together. So we go into a scaled agility with the safe adoption. And now we talk about supplier involvement, that we have managed of cross-team dependencies. And the goal, the ultimate goal of this all agile development is that we have frequent and fast learning cycles, that we know something is working, something doesn't work, we have to correct. And one thing that you need to do that is integrate frequently. And then you can demonstrate the system, you can get feedback, you can show it to people, you have a so-called MVP and so forth. And AI, nowadays, we have seen that this is additionally accelerating these faster learning cycles even more. You can simulate things, you can try out things, you can get faster response, you find things much faster, you can prove compliance faster, so everything turns faster, and this is where we are going to, and we really want to become better and better every time, and that's what we can do with AI. We share learnings for relentless improvement.
Excellent. I also know PEDCO has broadened their products to a suite of tools. And I wonder if you could comment on how these could be helpful as people in organizations evolve.
Yes, of course. PEDCO is known for its product Applied Safe. It's a platform for scaled agile processes, which you can enhance for your own organization with your own processes and so forth. And we have seen that there is so much good information there. And with AI, we can give that information much, much easier to the people, to the practitioners. They have a companion which they can ask 24/7 hours, and they get real good responses. They have follow-up questions. It's like having your own tutor towards those processes. And a second product which we have is Audit Pro. Audit Pro is something that helps you dramatically to map those regulatory requirements which are imposed to you on your process, so that you can prove you're fulfilling that in an extremely fast way. We have seen that it's more than 90% faster if you do it with AI than using traditional projects where you have several person years in a project to do those mappings manually. And governance in SAFE has been a top topic as well. You see it on the picture even, and it's needed for business agility. So it's impacting the digital transformation, and it really helps to increase the to match with the increasing citizen expectations, that you have faster systems in place, that you are as fast as the tech companies, almost. And of course, there's a lot of systems in the government area, so that you can manage the technical depth in parallel and drive the IT towards modernization in the systems.
When you consider the government applications, one thing that also comes to mind for me is how highly regulated some of these industries are. I know Applied Safe includes practices for building compliance, which is really critical for government applications. Can we take maybe a little bit deeper look as we talk about this topic in an actual example, maybe an aerospace example?
Yes, in aerospace, there we have a good SkyGuide example. And SkyGuide is a company which provides air traffic control systems in Switzerland, France, Italy, and several other countries. And it's for civil aircraft and on the same time for military air navigation. And they are developing their systems, their cyber-physical systems with radar and so forth. And they have to develop these systems very fast because the things are changing in aerospace as well. And they have to comply with various regulations. So they have to cope with Swiss regulations, regulations from France, from Italy, from Europe, international regulations, and so forth. And they had already a lot of existing processes because they're doing that since 50 years. So you have to combine all those things together in a manner that is fast, integrated, sure, and optimized, and very efficient. And you have to imagine, for example, if they come up with a new version of the system, it really better works because the airplanes are still in the air when they deploy the new system. So this is the kind of risk which they have to deal with. And there's a case study for that, which you can download. You hear the voice of SkyGuide, what they have done. We have also a lot of blog articles where they're saying what they have done and how they evolved the system since then.
This is excellent. Thank you for the great dialogue today, Peter. It's really exciting for me to hear your insights around government involvement to agile practices and how PEDCO and the suite of tools can really help enable and empower positive transformations. Any further comments before we close out?
Yes, probably this point. It was amazing to see that from the start, from 0 to 100% compliance, they only need a duration time for 4 months. It was 2 months adoption of Applied Safe for themselves, and then going into the audit with the auditors and having a full clearance for using those processes in 4 months, which is really amazing. So you can have it all, agile and regulatory compliance in the same time.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.